We're very concerned at the moment because the government is looking to introduce a bill that will drastically reduce the rights of Canberra people if they're injured in a car accident. There's no need for this. They think it'll bring down costs. Maybe it will, but there's certainly no guarantees on it. What is certain about it is that Canberra people, when they're injured in an accident, are going to have very little left to claim for. 80 to 90% of people won't be entitled to anything for their pain and suffering and loss of enjoyment of life. The government hasn't taken into account the intelligence of the Canberra people and the fact that we do understand that quality sometimes might cost a little bit more money, but not always. But in this case, that's what they're arguing. Well, if that's the case, give us the quality. Canberra car owners are going to have to pay third-party motor vehicle insurance anyway because it's compulsory. At least make sure that Canberra people are going to get some coverage when they are injured. At the moment, the average premium in New South Wales is $516 a year. The premium in the ACT is $526.60, a difference of just over $10. I think that's about 20 cents a week. That's not much extra to pay given the substantially better coverage we get. The experience in New South Wales, which for some years has had draconian provisions but not nearly as serious as what they're proposing here, is that people just stop claiming altogether. And the cost of that falls back on their own pocket, the cost of the pocket of their family and the community. For instance, back on the Medicare system, the public hospital system, Centrelink, or just down to taking their own sick leave instead of claiming for it. If we have to pay for insurance, let's get insurance that's worth having. I'm hoping that this bill won't get through. I'm hoping that the government will see some sense and will leave it until next year where it can be looked at properly. Their own inquiry into this bill recommended that it not be gone ahead with in its current form, and they're just going ahead regardless. But not only that, they're rushing it through before the election, and it doesn't seem like a sensible thing to do to the rights of the people of Canberra to do that against their own advice in terms of the Public Accounts Committee. There must be a political imperative for it, otherwise why are they doing it? It can wait. It's very important too that the people of Canberra let the politicians know that they won't put up with it. There's no point thinking, oh well, I'm not going to put up with that, and then doing nothing. What I suggest you do is you contact your parliamentarians, and most importantly you should be letting the Treasurer know, Mr Andrew Barr, if you're not happy, because that's what politicians listen to. Politicians listen to the people who are going to be voting for them. So your opinion is very important. Price for quality of insurance that we've got in the ACT is the best in Australia without a shadow of a doubt. Don't sell out thinking you're going to be a couple of dollars a week better off at the very most. That can't be guaranteed, and look at the cost you'll be paying for that. There are much better ways to save money than this. Our essential message to the government is make it fair and keep it fair.